So what is the real deal? How do we bring peace to our world? The answer to that question is actually easy. The real question is this: are you prepared to hear an answer that is so simple, so doable, that it is resting right at your fingertips this very moment? It's simple, it's profound, and you will immediately feel the resonance of its truth begin to loosen constraints within you. And here it is. The peace we seek will occur naturally the instant we genuinely stop viewing ourselves as separate. It is the natural byproduct of this awareness. We are not separate. We are the global body, and we interact exactly as our physical bodies do. And we've been long provided with this correct example to follow to relieve any disharmony in our global body. And all we have to do is observe how we instinctively treat our physical one. For example, if our stomach is disturbed and gives us heartburn, we don't try to annihilate the stomach, do we? We don't retaliate. We don't threaten it with more of the same if it doesn't somehow manage to stop on its own. We carefully consider what may remedy its trouble, or at least soothe it, and that is what we send to the stomach because we know it isn't our enemy. And the heartburn that the rest of the body experiences isn't an attack the stomach has launched. It is a symptom of its internal distress. It's actually a call for assistance. And because we easily see our stomach as an important part of us, we send assistance and comfort straight away because we see how the whole benefits and becomes harmonious once again through our soothing gestures. And this is how we act with our physical body. It makes sense, and it works. And we do it instinctively because we don't doubt that all the pieces, including an upset stomach, are valuable parts of the whole. And this is how we must also treat our global body. And our ability to act in this way begins by seeing this truth, and once we see it, allowing the instinctive urge to heal that arises from this viewpoint of oneness to take over. Because on the day we manage to act magnanimously in this way for our global body, you will have your peace. Peace will land on every doorstep without exception, because when we see our unity and this seeing becomes our belief, then our actions move to mirror this new belief. And without a word, wounds will be dressed, tummies will be filled, broken bones will be supported, frowns will be kissed away, and violence, force, apathy, and greed become vestiges of our dark ages, resigned to our history books and embarrassed memories. But nothing else will ever establish peace. Only this insight into our innate oneness is capable of delivering the peace that we long for. Without this conscious direct knowledge within your heart and mind that we are one, all other actions and gestures of goodwill simply run their course and eventually end. Now these gestures in and of themselves are fine, and I don't mean to imply otherwise, but they are only demonstrations of our desire for this peace. They are a sign of things seeking to be born, and in that way they are very good omens, but they are not capable of bringing forth true lasting peace. Only this insight, this true understanding of our oneness taking root in our hearts and minds will bring us this peace. And we will achieve this. The only question is when. I hope you see now that peace truly starts with you, and it's the most simple, most natural, most wonderfully embracing thing to welcome into your awareness. All we must do is genuinely see our fellow man, regardless to race or religion or nationality or lifestyle preferences, whether we think his actions are good or bad, whether we think he is wise or foolish, despite any perceived differences, when we truly see our fellow man as he truly is, an extension of ourselves, then peace will effortlessly burst forth like an orchard in bloom, and we will begin to live harmoniously again as our actions effortlessly rise to match our change in thought. We must only see this one truth fully, for we are the global body. You are, I am, he is, she is, we are. Integrate this thought into your life. Live this thought. Share this thought. Become this thought. And watch it effortlessly transform our world into the world whose time has come. It's waiting at your fingertips, and this is the real deal. If we have no peace, it's because we've forgotten that we belong to each other. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only love. This is the eternal rule. Nobody can bring you peace but yourself. Through violence you may murder a murderer, but you can't murder murder. Through violence you may murder a liar, but you can't establish truth. Through violence you may murder a hater, but you can't murder hate. Darkness cannot put out darkness. Only light can do that. The use of force is such a poor solution to any problem. It's generally employed only by small children and large nations. The guns and the bombs, the rockets and the warships are all symbols of human failure. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. What a cruel thing is war, to separate and destroy families and friends, and mar the purest joys and happiness God has granted us in this world, to fill our hearts with hatred instead of love for our neighbors, and to devastate the fair face of this beautiful world. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. In order to rally people, governments need enemies. They want us to be afraid, to hate, so we will rally behind them. And if they do not have a real enemy, they will invent one in order to mobilize us. Not one of God's children can be evil. At worst, he or she is hurt. At worst, he or she attacks others and blames them for their pain. But they are not evil. Yes, your compassion must go this deep. There is no human being who does not deserve your forgiveness. There is no human being who does not deserve your love. This I command you, to love one another. A Native American grandfather was talking to his grandson about how he felt. He said, "I feel as if I have two wolves fighting in my heart. One wolf is the vengeful, angry, violent one. The other wolf is the loving, compassionate one." The grandson asked him, "Which wolf will win the fight in your heart?" The grandfather answered, "The one I feed." I want you to be concerned about your next-door neighbor. Do you know your next-door neighbor? Do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. A jug fills, drop by drop. Peace begins with a smile.